their round one. So
solid.
A very good start. But like I say, you've got a bit of a challenge ahead of you now in the form of MKLeo. Whipping out the Aegis. There we go. Okay, right. So hopping into it. Yeah, so it's an interesting one, actually. So we're not seeing the Joker from Leo, Chris. We are seeing that Aegis immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, Joker definitely would dominate Ridley for the most part. But going for that Aegis, maybe just sort of that sort of early round, like, you know, Joker's a bit more high maintenance, you could say, than Aegis. I don't know if many people agree with that, but it may be in these sort of lower parts and brackets you think, I'm just going to rock out the Aegis, do the bread and butters, the tried and trues. Already getting it down there on the left side, nearly getting a second one. Just smothering this Ridley already, although the percents are quite even.
Yeah, you know Leo really wanted to get that second downer. He was absolutely fiending for it. But yeah, it's an interesting choice to go for the Aegis. And I don't think it's a bad one at all, because obviously Myth was especially into big bodies like really. Has an absolute incredible time. Obviously, Myth is such a fast character, so you could really just bully Ridley until the end of time. So obviously, I think that's kind of the thoughts behind sort of Leo's pick here. Obviously, just wanting to really keep this Ridley just in constant disadvantage while whipping out those strong aerials in Pyra.
Very, very nice indeed. You know, just to comment, we saw on the right side, actually, Poache had quite an advantage on that right side platform, but risking it all for that big up smash and actually whipping. Could have got something off it, but unfortunately the tables get turned, unfortunately for Poache, and MKLeo takes the first stop.
Yeah, now this is very good. It's really, really tough here for Poache, just trying to find a way in, but you can see here, Leo is just, again, like we talked about, using that Mythra speed just to really dominate, like even a down air there, just you cannot challenge even anything like that.
Not at all.
Just for an up tilt as Mythra.
Yeah, you know, you said it perfectly, Smart. It's just Mythra just smothering Ridley right now, and MKLeo doing it to a T right here. Finally, Poache gets something going with a neutral air. Oh, but once again, the tables are getting turned on Poache, unfortunately. Oh, it's not going to be a safe recovery.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit like that, unfortunately. Obviously, Ridley's up B a little bit of a funny one in down, so that only has like certain directions. So unfortunately, Poache, one of those directions was directly in front of MKLeo, which is exactly not where you want to be.
In front of an impending F smash, not where you want to be. But here we go, MKLeo, 3 stocks. Up several stocks here. Looking primed and ready to finish the first game right here with that excellent down air conversion into the up B special. Damn, dominance.
Yeah, it really do be like that sometimes, guys. And we're going to see the replay here of this last stock, I believe, right there. Obviously, the side B just connects. Leo was immediately ready for it, just catching Poache at every opportunity into the footstool, and that is all she wrote. Obviously, the up B there, just catching every single angle and absolutely obliterating this poor dragon.
Obliteration is the key word there. Yeah, that was just great. And, you know, it has to be said, right, Ridley, he's big. And those combos are going to be really potent on such a character. Especially, like, having so much, like, I don't know how you say it, but having, like, so much character model to footstool and then down air. You know what I mean? And it is just, like, so hard to escape if you are the Ridley player. But yeah, do you know, Poache had a few moments to shine in that first game, but unfortunately not capitalizing on them. It's going to be first game to Leo as we head straight back to Tam City, straight back into game 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite literally, as we've like showed. I mean, you mentioned it as well, Chris. Like, obviously, the start was really, really nice for Poache, but Leo was one of those players that, like, he very, very quickly catches on to what his opponents want to do, and is able to punish it so tough. I mean, even now, obviously, just really making sure that Poache absolutely cannot land. But hang on a minute, are you getting back? Oh no, I think he saved him with the up B there.
Wow. Okay, but we got another side B, another chance for Poache to take a lead here. Not quite converting into that dash attack. That would have been a stock right there, Smart, but still going to be high percent on these first stocks between these players. Wow.
I mean, this is looking already quite tough, but Poache just trying to seal up the stock. If anything else, against Leo, you just want to take a stock if you can. And it's exactly what you do. Poache takes the first stock. You can see the crowd behind them just popping off at the very prospect of taking a stock right now.
Oh, but that's going to be unfortunately on the part of Poache. We had 2 stocks apiece. You know, that was a really funny interaction with the Plasma Breath. MKLeo trying to foresight it, but then still getting clipped by the dash attack either way. I don't know what happened there, but Poache will take it. But he is right now taking 50, 60%. Oh, but MKLeo just on the chase. These side Bs have been doing a lot of work for Poache so far, but that one gonna get caught out. Just perhaps one too many. And the percents are climbing and climbing, and that stock is gonna get flung out the window on that left blast zone. Oh my lord, MKLeo stopping out all that momentum Poache was trying to muster here.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing you could see is that every single time, basically all of Leo's kills are just by keeping Poache up in the air. Like, it is so difficult to land as Ridley to begin with. And then when you've got a character that is absolutely just mashing aerials in your face, what can you do, Crispy? What can you do?
And there it is once again, perhaps one side B too many, gonna get expertly covered with that devastating down air from Pyra. And MKLeo all over it, up 2-0 here in this first set of this wave. Sheesh!
Yeah, that's tough. That's real tough. I mean, obviously, like, again, there was like a few moments there where Poache looked like they were kind of cooking a little bit. You know, they did obviously find the first stock of the game. It was immediately blown up straight after, but, you know, still took that stock.
Exactly.
Once Leo gets going, it's really hard to stop them. So, yeah, we will have to see. Obviously, we're going to run it right back into game 3 and see what can happen here.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, if the trend of the set carries on, you know, not the best game 1 for Poache. Game 2, a lot better. You'd have to think if the trend continues, game 3 might be even a bit closer. Unless MKLeo just does his classic adaptation and just smothers you all over. But we'll see how as we get into game 3. A different stage choice as well. See how this plays into effect. What was that? Oh, down there? What the?
You know what? I admire it so much. Like, how do you take down a player that is literally like, you know, top 10 in the world? You cheese them. That's how you do it, Chris.
Exactly.
That is how you do it. If you're not going to outskill them, you cheese them.
A little bit from our spray, that's for sure. But MKLeo having none of it here as he is once again smothering this space dragon. I know Ridley spends a lot of time in space, but he can't get down from the skies right now. Trying to go for that up B spike. I rate it, but not going to quite come into fruition here. As MKLeo
this feels so unhinged from Poache in this game, and I'm absolutely here for it. Because, yeah, I mean, at this point, when you're 2-0 down against MKLeo of all people, you really just got to go for some wild options that absolutely no one could ever predict. So, yeah, you go for that down there, you go for that upbeat, whatever works.
As long as you're still controlling your character on screen, you still have a chance. But that F smash is gonna lower those chances for Poache, that's for sure. Oh, but I love that sharking up air, such a big hitbox. But it may not matter in the end because MKLeo is still all over you. But not reacting to side B, but mashing out, but reacting to the mash out with the jab. Is Poache. Oh my lord, if he did that F smash a bit later, smart. Could have seen a dead Leo there. But nonetheless.
An opportunity as well. Obviously, Leo go for that down smash there, but of course, Poache is not in a position. There we go, catching the jump with that up air to take that stock away. Obviously, Poache on the back end again. Go for the up B, just trying to stomp down Leo here, but Leo is making it very difficult. Obviously, the command grab going to come out there, not going to take the stock just yet.
That's a big opportunity for your guy Poache there, but it's not going to quite come out there. Unfortunately, MKLeo just too smart to recover here. There we go, covering out landing once again. This Space Pirate Dragon can't do much. Once again, very similarly to a previous game, that F smash, this time with the Pyro, catching out that recovery from Ridley. Unfortunately, it's looking like it's all MKLeo once again.
Yeah, I mean, as we talked about in game 2, it was the whole kind of, if you land on stage and Leo is absolutely going to react to it, and this time it seemed as well that Leo was like more than like anticipating that Poache would probably try and land on stage with a recovery.
Yeah,
he was just ready and waiting. And now it's just looking real tough. I mean, Poache is just throwing out these smash attacks here. It's looking desperate. Off the upbeat comes out there. That is absolutely 200% gonna do the trick as, of course, Leo completes the free stock and takes game 3, moving on in winner's bracket.
Yeah, complete and utter dominance from the go, MKLeo. But honestly, like, the first, minute or so of that third game at the very least, there was, like, a lot of chances where Poache could have really made something happen, as we see the replay, the last stock. But, like, just the too many risks to... It's funny, we were talking about, like, you're playing Ridley, you're against the best player in the road, in the world, why not just throw out those Hail Marys? But,
See, I respect it. I really, really do. Because, like I say, and in the most kind of loving and non-insulting way